One, two,
I can handle all these lights.
then, look, three, four. How about that? One, two, three.
Okay.
Then,
Four.
Where's that little girl that used to be over the script writing?
Nah, just a little,
All right, what's a good word?
Oh, yeah, how you been?
All right, good to see you.
Okay, I got it. Get your way, huh? From,
What's your school again? You're right here.
Okay. You're on that side of the table. Right here. Your principal should join you and your teacher. You're the teacher, your mother, the parents. Okay. I think it's one of these two pages.
Yes. How many people do we have?
Okay.
We need let me just see where the other spots are.
Hello, how are you?
Great. Just, how you doing? Right here. We got one on the table.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
On this end. On this end.
This side of the
Right.
one per
Right. How are you?
That's when you're coming in.
Hello, Mary. How are you? Come on. Come on. Hi, baby. You having a good time? Hey, man, how are you? All right, hi, baby. How are you doing? Come on. What'd she say?
She said two is one thing and one another.
Okay, all three of you can come here. Ma'am. All three of you can come here.
All three of us.
Right here. Three right here.
How are you? Look at my people. I didn't see them. You deserted me? Sarah.
It's another fine example of the commitment of the Equitable and your city government to improving the educational opportunities for all the students in Atlanta. This competition is just one of the ways of the many initiatives that we're working on with the City of Atlanta, some through the mayor's office and through other things that we do here. Each of these initiatives has been designed to respond to the community needs of this fast-growing, fantastic city. One of the other Equitable people and I were talking this morning, and he's from Atlanta. And he was saying to me that, you know, it's the first time I've ever been in this hotel. He said, this town is getting to be such a big city, so I'm going to have to move back to the country, he said. But it is. It's a wonderful city, and because it's had great, dynamic, powerful leadership that's happening. As you know, as you may or may not know, the Equitable moved its $27 billion real estate headquarters to Atlanta, Georgia, from New York City. And we're housed now in Atlanta, our $27 billion office, which runs our real estate operations all over America, and we're very proud of that. We chose Atlanta. We're here because we chose to live in Atlanta, and so therefore it's obvious that we better be doing some good things to take care of where you live, isn't it? And we really do feel good about that. We've had a long historical relationship with many of Atlanta's schools, the colleges here, especially the historically black colleges, including Morehouse Medical School, the Spelman, Clark, and Atlanta University. And not only are we going to continue those relationships, we want you to know that we're going to accelerate. The top people in the Equitable are on the boards of those schools, and they come here and meet and really get this thing going. This essay scholarship, as I said, is in its fourth year, and it's the fourth time that we've had this luncheon, and it comes full circle now. 20 Atlanta public schools submit essays written by seniors on one of the several assigned topics given them by the Mayor's Office on Education. 4 winning essays will receive a $1,000 scholarship award each year for the 4 years as long as they're matriculating students in an accredited college. This program is run in conjunction with the Mayor's Office, the Board of Education, and community leaders here in Atlanta. With the 1988 essay winners, this program now has come full circle because it takes 4 years for the circle to complete itself, and this is the 4th year, so we now have $64,000 that we have put into the program, and it'll be a continuing $64,000 all the time that will always be in this program. Just wanted to say to you, Mr. Mayor, that the Atlanta Scholarship Program has fostered cooperation between the private sector and those interested in educational opportunities of Atlanta's youth. We know how interested the mayor is in that. He's told us a lot about his jamboree that he's had each year, and I can tell you that he goes all across the country. I don't know, in the last couple of weeks I've been with him in Texas and in New York City, and each time he talks about your jamboree here, so the word is getting out. It's not a secret, and we're so pleased and proud that the Equitable has had the opportunity and the honor of being involved with you here in Atlanta. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Well, thank you so very much, Darwin. This has been an exciting program for those of us who participate in the Mayor's Task Force on Public Education. And I'm Jean Young, the chair of that outstanding organization. And I say it's outstanding because it's made up of so many of you that are here present, people from all over our city, members of the school system, the business community, and volunteers that have retired and come back and help us out. So it's a good cross-section of folk who felt it was important that the administration, the city hall, take an important role in identifying outstanding students. And you know, interestingly enough, Andrew always says to us, he says, you know, you're supposed to be picking a mayor scholar. That's somebody like I was in school. He said, you keep picking these outstanding kids that do so well on their essays. But, you know, we have enjoyed the process, and Equitable has been behind us and supporting it, and it's really been great. And now I want to introduce you to some of these outstanding young people from our Atlanta public schools. And we're going to see a couple of videos, and during dinner we'll see a few more, and right after dinner we'll see a few more to introduce you to the Mayor's Scholars finalists for 1988. Welcome to the Mayor's Scholars Luncheon. I'm Jean Young, Chair of the Mayor's Task Force on Public Education. Each year, the Equitable Financial Companies provide $16,000 in scholarship funds for 4 of our Atlanta seniors who write the most outstanding essays. This year, the essay was a letter to a presidential nominee, defining what the student felt was the most important issue for that presidential nominee to adopt in his administration. I now present to you 17 outstanding essayists, the 1988 Mayor's Scholars finalists.
Hello, I am Tracy Pace. I attend George Washington Carver Comprehensive High School. In 1983, the National Commission on Excellence in Education gave its report entitled, A Nation at Risk. Education Secretary William Bennett, the director of the study, said 5 years later that although progress has been made, we are still at risk. Therefore, it is my hope that you will address the educational concerns I have outlined in this paper in your campaign for the highest office in our democratic nation. If we do not maintain an interest in education, our country's schools will slump into mediocrity. If we do not improve the quality of the education our students receive, they will fall further behind those of other industrialized nations. If we do not improve the quality of our education, students will not be ready for future jobs, but for future unemployment lines. Historian Henry Steele Commager once said, schools reflect the society they serve. It is for this reason I ask you to make education a priority so that our nation's schools will reflect the great country America is. I plan to attend Wilberforce University and major in education. I plan to become an elementary school teacher.
Hello, my name is Tanala Siande, and I'm 12th grade senior at Booker T. Washington High School. My sponsoring teacher is Mr. J.E. Williams. In my future schooling plans, I plan to attend Hampton University with a major in French and a minor in journalism. In my essay to the presidential nominee, I addressed the problem of child pornography in our nation. I stated that pornography was like a disease or a drug, and that people became addicted and progressed gradually through its different stages. That obscene literature, art, film, or photography, having no artistic merit, was not conducive to a healthy, well-adjusted society. I also stated that the presidential nominee should address this problem to our nation, and that we needed stronger legislation enforcing the protection of minors both from contacting and actively participating in pornography, that it was required for the removal of this problem from our nation. I felt that we could no longer remain in a state of passivity and allow porn to gain a foothold on our youth.
Hi, my name is April Hall, and I'm a senior at Northside High School. In the fall, I will attend Vassar College as an early decision student. I intend to major in journalism. My advice to the presidential candidate on an issue that impacts children and young people today is the widespread epidemic of homeless citizens in America. My proposal to curtail the homeless in America is twofold. First, the government would divert funds from defense spending on which they pour billions of dollars to each year. The government would fund programs to help working or citizens actively seeking employment to maintain a lifestyle for their families and themselves. These diverted funds would be used for a program that I propose and entitled the Homeward Bound Program, in which abandoned houses and apartments would be renovated by the homeless. These would have two benefits. First, It'll clean up areas in the cities and make use of the property. Meanwhile, it provides jobs for the homeless. Second, for a short period of time, the government would establish and institute a tax-exempt period for the people to establish financial stability. The tax-exempt period would last no longer than 2 years. Afterwards, the government would begin a small taxing on the land, thus promoting financial independence for the now homeless. And the government would be making an investment in which they would receive future revenues from the taxes. By instituting this plan, we are fulfilling a promise to our nation that we are a land of opportunity, and citizens can work, and also have the basic necessities of living.
Hello, my name is Michael Smith. I'm a senior at Fulton High School. My sponsoring teacher is Ms. T. Williams. The issue that impacts on teens and young people today is teenage pregnancy. The effects of teenage pregnancy are devastating and far-reaching in our society. And we as a nation have tolerated a flagrant average of 1.1 million teen pregnancies each year, even though over 75% are unattended, and some 430,000 each year ended in abortion. Teenage pregnancy is not simply a nightmare that will go away. It is like a bloodthirsty parasite that has clenched the economic, social, and psychological arteries of our nation. Teenage pregnancy has crippled America. To end the cycle of teenage, we must financially stem teenage pregnancy while we strengthen socially and psychologically the morals of our youth.
Hello everyone, I'm Lillian Lewis and I must apologize for being late. I have a borrowed camera because I knew you would all be so beautiful and I left it in the car, and of course I panicked. I had to go down and find the car, but I got the camera, thank God. So at this point we will have the Lord's Prayer. Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. And now we'll have lunch. Enjoy your lunch.
A more articulate group of young people discussing any issue. Darwin Davis here is one of the highest paid executives in America. He doesn't want to admit it, but he is. And he leaned over to me and he said, I couldn't talk like that when I was in high school. Could you? I said, And so I think that we are really and truly pleased, and we look forward to really great things from all of you. I'd like to just ask, as I call your name, let me ask you to stand so we can put you with the faces that we saw on the television.
Sandra has to leave, and a couple of judges. Can we do the judges first and then do the students? To know who judged these wonderful papers.
Okay, who judged them? That's the Mayor Scholars Committee. Oh, Mayor Scholars Judges. Oh, okay. I don't read too good either. The people who made the judgments about these papers were Ms. Jocelyn Dorsey, Director of Editorials and Public Affairs for WSB-TV. Would you stand? You know her, you see her on television all the time. Ms. Marion Jones, who's the project manager of Atlanta 88, the Democratic National Committee. Mrs. Lillian Lewis, Associate Director of International Affairs for Atlanta University and the wife of our congressman. Ms. Joanne Lincoln, the librarian, Professional Library, Atlanta Public Schools. Did you see Ms. Lincoln in the back This way? Mm-hmm.